allowing me to speak. I do not want Dumler to sit on the Board of Supervisors. I do not want him to represent me on this board. I come from the Scottsville district. This man has disgraced himself and the office he holds. The fact that Dumler does not plan to step down shows me and the people who have voted for him that he no longer respects the position he holds on this board. Dumler is thumbing his nose on all of us and to the backers who trusted in him. What kind of message is Dumler sending to our college and high school students? That it is okay to break the law and to be convicted and still okay to hold an elected position. Does not the board have a written code of ethics that states once convicted of a crime, he or she no longer can serve on the Board of Supervisors? If Dumler is allowed to serve out his term, I say shame on all of you. Where is your moral code to allow such blatant disrespect to continue? Dumler has proven he has no moral compass because he was arrested and convicted of an immoral act. Once again I say, I do not want Dumler sitting on the Board of Supervisors. I do not want Dumler representing on this board. And I thank you.
Good morning. I'm Pat Napoleon. I'm a county taxpayer and former employee, having completed 30 years as a teacher within the Albemarle County schools. I occupied a position of trust in caring for innocent minor children on a daily basis. My teaching career began when I was barely out of my teens, yet I knew if I were ever to betray the trust of those under my watch, I should be asked to leave my position. As elected board members, you are role models. While you occupy positions of trust and also leadership, a vile and hurtful act has occurred in the community. Mr. Dumler has admitted guilt before the court in violating a woman's body. No one held a gun to his head and pressing him to admit guilt. Now he has been ordered to jail. Ladies and gentlemen, just because someone is allowed to remain on the board doesn't make it okay. Just because someone is cleared in a psychological evaluation doesn't guarantee that all will forever be safe. As a board member, one must be trusted in being alone with people. You must be trusted in entering any public building, including elementary, middle, and high schools. Men, children, and women must feel safe with board members. In this situation, there's too much baggage. There are too many distractions and also too much history. I'm tired also of viewing a smile. There's nothing to smile about. Mr. Dumler, you need to do the right thing and tender in your resignation as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Please. My name is Diane Weber, and I live in Albemarle County. And like Mr. Peter Way, I'm not happy to be here either. I'd like to ask Chris Dumler to do what is honorable. I'd like to ask Chris Dumler to do what is honorable and step down as Albemarle County Supervisor. The individuals that we elect to office should be worthy of their elevation. They should reflect the best in all of us. Their moral qualities signal to the rest of us what is acceptable behavior. Is Mr. Dumler the example we wish to set for our children and our young people? Here's a message that Mr. Dumler, by his continued presence here, sends. Get yourself elected as an Albemarle County Supervisor. You have a free pass to commit sexual battery, to willfully harm other human beings, and there are no public repercussions. The individuals, the people that are missing this morning are the victims of Supervisor Dumler. The victims seem to have gone by the wayside. They are now merely an interference and an inconvenience, and they're inconsequential in the path of Mr. Dumler's political career. Convicted sexual offenders have no place in Albemarle County politics. I'm hoping that Mr. Dumler does the right thing and steps down. I would like to thank the supervisors who voted to ask Mr. Dumler for his resignation. And I would also like to thank Peter Way and Forrest Marshall for their solid show of support, and for Lindsay Dorier for adding to that support. Thank you.
Lane in Albemarle County. I'm a 17-year resident. I have a son who attends Albemarle High School. I'm a taxpayer, homeowner, and I'm here today with outrage that there is an admitted sex offender sitting on this dais representing the county. He may be elected by the citizens of Scottsville, but he represents everyone in Albemarle County. He's brought tremendous shame. And this isn't a situation where he has accumulated some traffic tickets, or perhaps has maybe been pulled over for DUI. When a woman told him no, he didn't accept that answer. He's gone through the legal process. He's admitted his guilt. There's not a question of he said, she said in my eyes. Chris Dumler's admitted to this crime. And as far as I'm concerned, and I hate to say this, but Ms. Mount, especially as a woman sitting on this dais, and especially this morning to vote this way that you did, to not censure him as a woman, I find that very offensive.
I made the motion to censure him. I voted in favor of that. I just want you to know that it was unanimous.
But did you vote you voted to censure him?
Yeah.
Did, my apologies.
I just want to clarify that.
Thank you for the clarification, I apologize. I apologize for that. I would call on people of Scottsville to do what you are to do in a unique position, which is to go through the petition, to do whatever you can. And Mr. Dumler, just to appeal to you, I know that, there is forgiveness. We all make mistakes, just as I made a mistake. Human beings do that. But I would hope that within you there is some sense of propriety, some sense of goodness that tells you that, you can step forward and do the right thing. And I hope that you will resign. And I hope that if you don't do it on your own accord, that the folks of Scottsville will do that. Thank you.